Hey everyone, welcome to an IT Lab project. In this video, I'm going to go over the overview of what's the IT Lab project going to look like, what I'm going to show you in the following videos, and how it's going to work. The main idea is to create a lab from zero to hero to either aid you in studying and practicing of your craft, or create a lab environment in order for you to show customers or demonstrate to customers something like a product, a service, or anything that you would like in an environment that actually looks like a real environment. So for the first part, we're going to cover basic setup. And first of all, we'll start with requirements. You'll need a workstation or a server to host the environment. I recommend about 16 gigs of RAM as a minimum in order for you to have enough memory for the virtual machines. Around 300 gigs of disk space is recommended. Of course, it needs to be SSD if you want to have some kind of a good performance, especially if you plan to show it to other people and not just learn. And in terms of software, I'm going to show you how to get all the software needed almost free or an evaluation license, so you'll have some time to play with it and then decide if you want to purchase it. And of course, you'll need time because this environment will take you about a few days to set up right. And obviously, you can take it a step further once the basic setup is in place. In terms of what are we going to have, we're going to have, as you can see here, a virtual environment consisting of free servers and free clients and a firewall or a virtual router that will act as the firewall of the environment. We're going to have multiple servers hosting some of the applications that we want to kind of facilitate a few use cases. And obviously, if you're going to do anything related to security, we're going to have a Kali machine that will be active as our attacker in the environment. So I'm building it with an orientation to security, but obviously you can skip that if you only intend to use something like IT. And everything will be hosted on a single machine. It's going to be connected to the LAN and have a router access out to the internet. And obviously there is some kind of a networking scenario going on here with multiple subnets. I'll cover it in depth when we get to this stage in the videos. So the virtual playground, what we're going to start with is setting up the virtual environment, understanding how the virtualization works to some degree. We're going to talk about the virtual switch and how it works. And some networking in the virtual environment that is not that straightforward. If you haven't experienced some networking in the real world, it's something that might set you back when you're getting started. We'll do some common troubleshooting for virtualization. Some of the things that are related to network, some of the things that are related to installation, configuration, errors, those kind of things. And then we're going to go over to the OS installation. We're going to install a Windows servers, basically 2016. You can use 2019 if you like. Ubuntu, Windows clients, we're going to use Windows Client 10, and we're going to use an import process for OVAs for Kali and VYOS. The next step is to create the environment infrastructure, basically setting up file sharing across the environment so you'll be able to quickly copy files and move things from side to side, installing the auxiliary software that is related to some of the things I'm going to use. I wrote some of the best practices. We're probably going to use a bigger stack when we do the installation. We're going to set up the Active Directory as the next step. We're talking about Active Directory installation, setting up the DNS afterwards to give us some internet availability inside the environment. DHCP is optional, but I will show a pointer if you want to use it, and we'll create a few users. Once we create a few users, we're able to add Windows clients to the domain, and that's basically where we're gonna wrap up the first part, and then we'll go over to the next part of creating the more advanced topics. Overall, I'm going to try to keep it short. Hope you'll enjoy it, and feel free to leave comments or ask questions or ask for anything you would like to see in the next videos. Thank you.